Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, in our English exam we are having one section of our syllabus. That section is known as a writing part. Okay, so in this section our writing skilled they are judged. So now in today's video we will start with our writing part. Okay, so in this video we will start with the letter writing. So yes, in our exam we have to write one letter, one topic will be given to us, one question will be given to us. After reading the entire question we have to write one letter, and this writing part, or we can say this letter writing, it is actually very much important. And you know, when we are doing the writing part, then yes, our entire knowledge of grammar, that is also very much useful. Why? Because you know, when we are creating the sentence structure, when we are writing a sentence, so we have to follow all the grammatical rules. Okay, so yes, अगर आपने अपना जो ग्रामर पार्ट है वो आपने बहुत अच्छे से करा है, you know all the tenses, you know all the, you know everything, or we can say the structure of the sentence, you can write in active voice also, in passive voice also. So all these things are very much important when we are doing the writing part. Okay, so now we will start with letter writing, and in today's video we will see the basic introduction of letter writing, that what are the important things that we have to follow, that we have to take care when we are writing one letter. So now let's begin our today's video, that is based on letter writing. So first of all we are having that there are some important points that we have to take care of. There are certain points to be taken care of. So now let's see what are the important points that we have to take care when we are doing this writing part, when we are doing this writing section in our English exam. So let's see the first point, avoid grammatical mistakes. So yes, it is very important because you know, जब हम writing part करते हैं, so हम जितनी ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक्स करते जाएंगे, सो उतने ही यू नो मार्क्स हमारे डिडक्ट होते जाएंगे. सो यस, वी हैव टू फॉलो ऑल द ग्रामेटिकल रूल्स, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ओनली वी हैव टू मेक द सेंटेंस, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ओनली वी हैव टू यू नो कंप्लीट आवर राइटिंग पार्ट. Second is good vocabulary. Yes, it is another important point that we have to observe very carefully here. So vocabulary means we have to choose good words. Okay, so in this point we can also have that you know, we cannot repeat one word again and again. Okay, so जब हम letter writing कर रहे हैं, so suppose हमने एक letter लिखा, okay, और उसमें हम बार बार you know same words repeat कर रहे हैं, same sentence repeat कर रहे हैं, so obviously हम अच्छे marks score नहीं कर पाएंगे. So our vocabulary, it should be very efficient, it should be very good, and we have to use good words, and each and every time we have to use new words. And in this section we can also say that we have to use very good adjectives and we have to use adverbs also. So in this manner we have to make our vocabulary, our words, when we are making, when we are framing the sentence. Okay, next point is perfect sentence structure. Yes, this is also very much important because in writing section we have to make all the sentences by ourselves. So the structure is very much important. The structure of the sentence that we are making, that should be absolutely in a perfect manner. So here all our grammatical knowledge is very much important. We should be aware of all the different kinds of structure, that what is the structure of negative sentence, interrogative sentence, okay, or if we are having you know some active voice or some passive voice, so all the structure should be followed in a proper manner. So whatever structure we are choosing while writing our you know writing section, so the structure should be in a perfect manner. Next point, correct spelling. Yes, all the spellings, they should be absolutely correct. Next is proper punctuation marks. So yes, when we are writing our letter or we are doing the writing section, so we have to consider this thing also. We have to be very much aware regarding all the punctuation marks. Punctuation marks means we should be very much careful that where comma will be there, where we have to write one full stop, or we can say exclamatory mark or inverted comma. So all these punctuation marks, they should be used in a proper and correct manner. Next is creativity. Yes, this writing section, it is also there to judge our creativity. So this thing is again very much important that we have to very much creative. Okay, हमने अगर कोई लेटर सपोज हमने कुछ लर्न करा है, so हम as it is एग्जाम में लिखें, then it is not a creative way of writing. We have to be very much creative. We have to write very creative lines there in this writing section. Then only we will be able to score good marks in our exams. Okay, so yes, these are some of the points that are actually very much important when we are doing this writing section. So one more time, let's summarize all the points. Yes, grammatical mistakes बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए. Then we should follow good vocabulary with good adjectives and adverbs and new words every time. The sentence structure that should be very perfect and in a proper manner. No mistakes is acceptable when we are writing any spelling, and yes, all the punctuation mark, they should also be in a very perfect and proper manner. And yes, we have to show our creativity in this section. So yes, we have to follow all these points. We have to take care of all these points, then only we will be able to score good marks in this writing section. Okay, so these are the basic things. Now we are talking about letter writing. So now we will see about all the things that are related with letter writing, because exam में हमें एक letter लिखना है. So now we will discuss all the important points. So we can say all the important contents that are there in this topic, that is letter writing. So let's see what we are having here. Letter writing is one of the very effective modes of communication. Yes, it is very much true. And now we are having that letters can be of different kinds. So first of all, let's discuss what are the different kinds of letter that we are having. The first one is personal letter. So what personal letters means? Personal letter means a letter that we write to our friends or our relatives, and this personal letter, it is also known as informal letter. Okay, second letter is known as business letter, and in this category we are having that the letter that is written to business houses for placing or receiving orders. So जैसा कि इसके नाम से ही है that it is a kind of business letter. So we write such kind of letters for placing or receiving orders, or if we are having any kinds of complaints, then also we can write a business letter. And yes, it is also formal kind of letter. Personal letters, they are known as informal, and business letters, they are very much formal. Next is official letters. Official letters means to different government or public offices. Okay, so जो official letters होती हैं ये offices में लिखे जाते हैं, and those offices, they can be government offices also, and yes, they can be public offices also. And the last category we are having invitations, and again the invitations, they can be both formal and informal. So these are the basic categories. These are we can say the major categories that we are having in this topic, that is letter writing. So we are having personal letters, we are having business letters, then we are having official letters, and yes, we are having invitations as well. Now let's talk about the form, or we can say the structure of a letter. So जब हम एक letter लिखते हैं, so we have to follow a very particular structure that is authentic. Okay, because हम अपने मन से कुछ भी नहीं लिख सकते. We have to follow the exact structure, the exact form. So now first of all, let's discuss what is the form, what is the structure that we are having. And yes, we have to observe this thing very carefully, because we have to write the same structure, we have to follow the same form in our exam. So let's see, each type of letter has its own particular form. So the first point that we are having here, that each type of letter, and what are the different types that we have discussed already. We are having personal letter, business letter. Okay, so many types of letters we have discussed. So now we are having that each type of letter has its own particular form, but there are certain features common to all all types. Okay, so yes, जो structure होता है वो तो सब types में different होता है, but still there are certain features, but still there are some points that are very much common in all the different kinds of letter. So what are those common features? First of all, let's discuss those features. So let's see, these are, so now we are discussing all the common features that we are having in all the different kinds of letters. First of all, the heading. So now we are discussing the structure of a letter. Okay, so जब हम एक letter लिखना start करते हैं, so first of all we have to write the heading. So what is the heading? What are the things that are in this category, that is heading? Let's see. This consists of the writer's address and the date. So yes, in this category, that is the heading. In this category we are having two things. Okay, students, listen very carefully. This portion is very much important in your exam, and you have to write the same form, the same structure, and in the same sequence only. So first of all, in a letter writing, we have to write the heading. And what is the heading means? In this category we have to write writer's address. Writer means the person who is writing the letter. So first of all, he will write his own address, and then he will write the date on which he is writing the letter. Clear? Which should be written at the top left hand corner of the letter. So now this thing is clear कि सबसे पहले we have to write writer's address, and then we have to write the date on which we are writing the letter. Now the question arises here that ये heading हमें लिखनी कहाँ है? So the answer is that this heading part, this will be there at the top left hand corner of the paper. And now we are having the example that how can we write the heading part, how can we write writer's address and the date. So let's see, here we are having one example here. So let's see, we are having 58 Roypeta, Chennai. So this is the address. Okay, और address हमने किस तरह से लिखा है? You can observe very carefully. Chennai, this is the name of the city, and सबसे पहले उससे पहले हमने क्या लिखा है? 58 Roypeta. So this is the house address. So first of all, we have to write address in this manner, and then in the next line we have to write the name of the city. Okay, so now in these two lines we are having writer's address, and now we have discussed that after writer's address we have to write the date. So let's see, after Chennai, in the next line we are having the date, and what is the structure, what is the form that we are adopting here in writing the date? So we are writing 28th March 2021. Okay, so in this manner you can write the dates. Okay, now we are having some important points. So let's see, the heading may not be written in formal invitations. So if we are writing some formal invitations, so in those invitations we do not write this heading part. Second point, the date may be written as March 28, 2021, or even as 28th March 2021. So these are the different options that we are having when we are writing the date. So students, yes, you have to be very careful because हमें structure बिल्कुल proper follow करना है. We are having two options, but you all can see that in this first option we are having comma here, and in the second option also we are having the comma. So in this manner you can write the date. Okay, now next we are talking about the date. So let's see, always write the date below the sender's address. Senders, again sender is the person who is writing the letter, so we can say sender's address also, and we can say writer's address also. So when we are writing the date, so this thing we have discussed earlier, that the date, it should be always there below the address, below the sender's address, so we can say below the writer's address. Okay, the students can choose any of the following ways of writing the date. So again we are discussing the pattern that we have to adopt when we are writing the date. So these are the options that we are having here. We are having, first option is 10th March, 2021. Second is we are adding 10th. Okay, we are writing TH after 10, then again March and 2021. Next, one more option we are having here, that is March 10, 2021. 2021. So I can say that there are certain things that we have to always very careful about, that first of all we have to use comma here. Okay, second is जो हम month use कर रहे हैं, so the first letter of the month always it should be in a capital letters. You know, हम जो भी form adopt कर रहे हैं, हम जिस तरीके से भी date लिख रहे हैं, but the month or we can say the first letter of the month, it will be always and always in the capital letters only. And yes, we have to use this comma as a punctuation mark in all these options that we are having here. Okay, so in सब चीज़ों के we are getting the marks if we are writing the date in a proper manner, if we are writing writer's address, sender's address in a proper manner, then yes, we are scoring good marks. Okay, so in सभी चीज़ों के we are having the marks. So yes, we have to follow the exact, or we can say the proper structure when we are writing the letter. Okay. Now first thing that we have discussed, that was the heading. So I am summarizing one more time. In the heading part, we have to write first of all writer's address, or we can say sender's address. And address हमें कैसे लिखना है, first line में हमें लिखना है घर का address, and in the second line we have to write the name of the city. We can use 3 lines also if the address जो हम लिख रहे हैं अगर वो बड़ा है, like first line में हमने home address लिखा है, second line में if we are writing the colony name, or we can say area name, so yes, we can use 3 lines also, and then in the third line we have to write the city name. Clear? So in this manner we can write the address, and below the address we have to write the date. So if no date is given in our question, then we can write the date according to our wish, and the best way is just write the date जो उस दिन है जब आप अपना एग्जाम दे रहे हैं. Okay, so just write that date only, or you can write the date accordingly, right? Suppose अगर हम होली पे किसी को इन्वाइट करने के लिए लेटर लिख रहे हैं, so obviously हम ऐसी डेट नहीं लिख सकते कि जुलाई या अगस्त की हम डेट लिख रहे हैं, सो तब हमें होली से कुछ टाइम पहले की डेट लिखनी है. सो लाइक दिस वे, यूजिंग सम कॉमन सेंस, यू कैन चूज द डेट. बट यस, द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग हियर इज दैट यू हैव टू फॉलो द एग्जैक्ट पैटर्न, एंड यू हैव टू फॉलो ऑल द पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स इन अ वेरी प्रॉपर मैनर. एंड दिस हेडिंग पार्ट, इट शुड बी देयर एट द लेफ्ट हैंड कॉर्नर ऑफ द पेपर, और वी कैन से एट द टॉप ऑफ द लेफ्ट हैंड कॉर्नर ऑफ योर examination paper. Clear? So that was the first point, that is the heading. Now we are having the second point, and in this point we are having the greeting, or we can say the salutation. So first of all we have written sender's address, writer's address, and we have written the date. Now we have to continue with greeting, or we can say the salutation. So let's read what are the things that we are having here. The salutation should be written below the address and date after leaving the space of a line or so. So this is the important point, that first of all we have to write the address and the date, and these two things are included in the category of heading. It means first of all we have to write the heading. After heading we have to leave the space of a line or so, and after leaving the space we have to write the greeting, or we can say the salutation. It means first of all we have written heading, then we have to leave space, and after leaving the space only we have to write the greeting part. Clear? The form of salutation will vary according to the type of letter you write. And yes, again the form of salutation, it will vary. Vary means it will be of different kind according to the type of the letter that we are writing. So we have discussed earlier that there are different kinds of letters. So what kind of letter we are writing, according to that we have to choose the appropriate salutation, or we can say the appropriate greeting. But this thing is clear that greeting, it will be there below the heading after leaving some space of a line or so. But yes, the form of a greeting, it will be it will be different in different kinds of letters. So the first one is personal letters. So now we will talk about the proper greetings, so we can say proper salutations that we have to follow when we are writing personal letters. So let's see, to members of the family the salutations will be, so we have discussed earlier that the personal letters are the letters letters that are written to family members, or we can say friends. So if we are writing our letter to the family member, then the proper salutation it will be, so we are having so many options. So let's see, we can write my dear father, my dear mother, my dear sister, my dear brother, etc. So let's see some of the points that we have to observe here. We can see that my M is capital, and the relation that we are writing here, father, mother, sister, brother, so first letter of that relation, that is also in a capital letter. So yes, we have to follow the same pattern. The first letter of my, that is M, it will be in a capital letter. Dear, it will be in a complete small letters. But again, when we are writing the relation, so the first letter of that relation, it will be also in capital letters. Okay, so these are very minute details that we have to follow, because you know each and every mistake will deduct our marks. Next, we are having to uncles, aunts, cousins. In this way, we can also write a letter. You may use either my dear or dear depending upon your intimacy with them. So yes, we can choose, you know, two options we are having here. We can write my dear also, or we can write dear only. So if we are writing my dear, so what is the first letter? The first letter is M, that will be capital. If we are writing only dear, so what is the first letter now? Now the first letter is D, so that will be in a capital letter. Okay, so yes, we have to observe this thing, we have to remember this thing, that the first letter it will be in a capital letter, and the first letter of the relation that we are writing, it will be also in capital letter. Okay. If we are writing our personal letter to our friends, so what salutations we have to use? We can write dear Mr. Sharma. So this kind of greeting, this kind of salutation we are writing when that person is not very intimate to us, that person is not very close to us. Or we can write dear Mohan, it means we can directly write the name, and this kind of salutation we have to use when the person is very much intimate, or we can say that person is very much dear, or we can say that person is very much close to us. And we can write my dear Mohan, it means there is a lot of intimacy, there is a lot of affection between these two persons, the sender and the receiver. Then we can use this method also, that my dear Mohan. So these are the options that we can write, that we can choose when we are writing personal letter to our friends. Again, the points that we have to observe: first letter of these greeting, that is also in a capital letters. Next, when we are writing the name, so the first letter of the name, that is a proper noun, that will be also in capital letters. Okay. To strangers, the salutation will be just formal, and if we are writing personal letter to a stranger one, then we have to follow formal greetings. Like we can, if that person they are man, then we can write dear sir, and if the person is a female, then we can write dear madam. So in this manner we can use greetings, we can use salutation when we are writing personal letters. Okay. So the second category, now we are having business letter. So if we are writing business letter, then what are the proper greeting that we have to use? Let's see. In a business letter, we have a thing called inside address. Before we come to salutation, the inside address gives the name of the person, firm or organization written to. So I am very much sure that you all are able to recall that when we were discussing the different kinds of letters, then we have discussed this particular category, that is business letter, and we have discussed that business letters are the letters that are written for business purposes. Okay, and they are written to any firm, to any organization. So if we are writing such letters, then we have to write inside address also, and in this inside address we have to write the name of the person, firm or organization. This is given immediately below the date after the gap of a line or so. And where we have to write this inside address, we have to write this as address below the date, okay, or we can say below the heading, and after a gap of a line or so. This follows the salutation again with some gap, and after this inside address we have to write the salutation, we have to write the proper greetings. The form of the salutation in a business letter is dear sirs if we write to a firm or organization. So if we are writing our business letter letter and we are addressing to a firm or organization, then what is the proper salutation? We can write dear sirs. However, if we are writing to an individual such as a manager or a secretary of the firm or organization, the salutation is merely dear sirs or dear madam, right? So yes, so we can write the letter to direct firm or organization, or we can write the letter individually to the manager or secretary also, and according to that we can use proper salutation, we can say proper method of greeting. Now this was the second term. So one more time I am summarizing. First of all, we have to write the heading. The second one is a proper greeting, or we can say a proper salutation. And yes, it can vary in different kinds of letters. If we are writing personal letter, we can use my dear father, my dear mother, like this. If we are writing business letter, then according to that we can write dear sirs, dear madam, in this way. Now the third point, that is the most important point when we are writing a letter. This is known as the body of the letter, or we can say the content. So this is the most important point, and we can say this is the point जहाँ हमें सारी जो हमारी important बातें हैं, हम लेटर क्यों लिख रहे हैं, हमें लेटर में क्या लिखना है, everything will be there in this point, that is known as the body of the letter, or we can say the content of the letter. So let's see. This is the main and the most useful part of the letter. This part should be written in a simple and natural style, and this is the part where we can show our actual writing skills. Why? Because the heading that will be same, हमें address लिखना है, so there we cannot show our creativity, there we cannot show our writing skills, and also in the greetings also we cannot show, but here we have to make proper meaningful sentence. So here all the things that no grammatical error should be there, no spelling error should be there, we have to write a proper structure of the sentence. So now this is the point where we have to follow all the important things that we have discussed earlier, and yes, this is the most important part, or we can say this is the main part of the letter. So here we have to show our creativity, here we have to show our grammatical knowledge. A familiar way should be adopted in personal letter. So if we are writing personal letter, so we have to use a very familiar way, but a formal style with great clarity must be used in all other letters. So yes, if we are writing a personal letter, if we are writing to our family members, or if we are writing to our friends, so we can use a very familiar kind of language. But if we are writing a business letter, or we are writing a very formal letter, so the style, the language, it should be very formal, it should be very much clear. If the letter is long, the body may be divided into 2 or more paragraphs according to different ideas. Now again, another important point we are having here, that if the letter is very much long, so yes, we can divide the entire matter into paragraphs, we can change the paragraph. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें entire content एक ही paragraph में लिखना है. No, we can use more than one paragraph, we can change the paragraphs according to different ideas that we are writing in the body of the letter. A business or official letter must conform to the following requirements in regard to the body of the letter. And if we are writing a business letter, or we can say any kind of official letter, or we can say if we are writing a formal letter, so there are certain kinds of requirements that we have to follow, that we have to take care of very carefully if we are writing such kinds of letter. So what are those requirements, or what are those important things? Let's see. It should be brief and to the point. So if you are writing a formal letter, so formal letter, it should be brief, it should be exactly to the point, it must give all the necessary information. So whatever we are writing in a formal letter, whatever sentence we are making, so each and every sentence, it should be meaningful and it should convey all the necessary information, right? right? So yes, it should be brief, it should be to the point, and each and every sentence should be meaningful and they should convey all the necessary information. Second point, the clarity is of utmost importance. Yes, this is the very important point that we have to follow if we are writing any formal letter, that is the clarity of the point, that why we are writing the letter. So what is the reason that is given to us, whatever is the point that we have to convey through the letter, that we have to keep in our mind, and keeping that thing only we have to write the letter. So we can say that the clarity should be there, that why we are writing the letter, what are the things that we want to convey through the letter. So there should be a perfect clarity. Avoid vague and uncertain language, and that clarity will be there if we are choosing a clear language, if we are choosing appropriate words, then only that clarity will be there. So yes, we should avoid all the vague and uncertain language. Our language are all the words, our vocabulary that we are choosing, everything should be up to mark, everything should be very much clear. Okay. Next is the style should be formal, correct and courteous. So yes, if we are writing a formal letter, then the style of the letter, it should be also very much formal, very much correct, and yes, at the same time it should be very courteous. Courteous means we have to follow all the rules, we have to give proper respect to the person जिसको हम address करके letter लिख रहे हैं. So we cannot be rude in choosing our words, we cannot be rude in our language. Throughout the letter we have to maintain the courtesy, we have to maintain this thing that in a very polite manner, in a very humble manner we are writing that formal letter, because this is the style of a formal letter, that yes, we have to be very formal, we have to be very clear, and at the same time we have to be very courteous in our language, in our style. Next is, if anything is enclosed with the letter, like we are having a biodata, we are having a check or a postal order, the same must be mentioned in the body of the letter. So in this point we are having that if along with the letter we are enclosing something, like we are having some kind of biodata or check or postal order, so we have to mention that thing also in the body of the letter, and we have to mention that along with this letter we are sending these things also. So this is the most important thing. Again, I am summarizing all the important things. This thing is known as the body of the letter, we can say the contents of the letter. So yes, it should be very much clear, and yes, if we are writing a formal letter, so our language that we are choosing, our words, our vocabulary that we are using, that should be very much clear, that should be full of courtesy. Okay, and yes, this is the point where we can show our writing skill, our creativity, and our knowledge of grammar and all the sentence that we are forming. So each and every sentence should be in a appropriate structure, and we have to follow all the rules related with grammar, right? Now the next point that we have to discuss, this point is known as leave taking, or we can say subscription. So when we are writing the body of the letter, or we can say the content, so we have written all the things in that part. So now we have completed the letter, but we cannot leave the letter like this now. So at the end of the letter we have to write some leave taking part, or we can say we have to write some kind of subscription. So what is that? Let's see. After the letter is complete, write the leave taking phrase. So this part is known as leave taking phrase, and where it comes at the end of the letter. So we have to write this leave taking phrase, and we have to put our signature below it. So we are having one kind of example here. How can we write? So suppose in this line we have ended our letter, in this line we have ended the body of the letter, or we can say the content of the letter. So below the body we have to use our leave taking phrase. So here we are writing yours sincerely. Next we are doing our signature, and we are writing our name, that is R.N. Srivastav. So this part is known as leave taking part, or we can say subscription, and without this our letter is not at all complete. So after the body of the letter, after the the content of the letter, we have to write this leave taking phrase in this manner. So now we are having some important points that are related with this leave taking phrase. No apostrophe is used in yours either before or after the s. So if we are writing yours, so you have to be very much careful कि ये जो yours है इस योर्स में एपोस्ट्रोफी यूज नहीं करनी है. वी कैन नॉट यूज दिस एपोस्ट्रोफी हियर. दिस इज द रॉन्ग वे. वी हैव टू राइट योर्स इन दिस मैनर. सो नो एपोस्ट्रोफी शुड बी देयर हियर लाइक दिस. Second point, if you write in the modern style and write the subscription on the left side, there should be no comma after sincerely. So now in this point we are having that if we are choosing the modern style and we are writing our subscription, or we can say leave taking phrase on the left side, so at that time no comma should be there after sincerely. So जब हम लिखते हैं yours sincerely, so after that we cannot write any kind of comma, we cannot use any kind of punctuation mark. Next point, in personal letters, instead of yours sincerely, you can say yours very sincerely, sincerely yours affectionately, to relations, your affectionate brother, your loving son, etc. So these all are the options that we are having when we are writing personal letter. Okay, so if we are writing a personal letter, a letter that we are writing to our family members or our friends, so then we are having so many options to choose with. We can choose any appropriate option when we are writing the leave taking phrase. So you know, we cannot write yours sincerely only, but we can write so many options we are having here. We can write yours very sincerely, we can write sincerely yours affectionately, right? And we can mention the relations also, like we can write your affectionate brother, your loving son, in this manner. In official letters, the normal expression used is yours faithfully. But if we are writing any kind of official, or we can say any kind of formal letter, then what is a very normal expression? What is the most used expression? That is yours faithfully. And sometimes we can also write yours truly. But while writing to teachers, yours obediently is to be used. So in this manner, we can choose any appropriate leave taking phrase, and that we have to write at the end of the letter. Next point, do not use an adverb before a noun. So if we are writing any noun, so before that we cannot write any kind of adverb, like yours obedient son. This is a wrong phrase. We cannot use this, but write either yours obediently, or we can write your obedient son. So these are the correct option. We can write yours obediently, or we can write your obedient son. Both are correct, but we cannot write yours obedient son. Okay, you can write your obedient son, you cannot write yours here. If you are writing yours, then you have to write yours obediently. Okay, so yes, appropriate phrase you have to use. You have to observe what is the difference. The difference is that when you are writing yours, then we are writing obediently, but if we are writing only your, then we are writing obedient. So you cannot combine, you know, these words. You cannot combine yours with obedient, you cannot combine your with obediently. All the phrases, they are having a fixed expression. Yours, it will come with obediently, your, it will come with obedient. So you have to pick a appropriate, or we can say a proper phrase, and that too in a complete manner. You cannot combine two or more phrases together. Okay, because each and every expression, each and every phrase has a fixed rule. So you have to, you know, consider this thing also, that adverb cannot be there before a noun. right? So after writing this leave taking phrase, or we can say this kind of subscription, now finally our letter writing, this part is complete. So these are the important parts that we have discussed. Our letter, it will be started with heading. Heading में हमें क्या क्या लिखना है? The writer's the address will be there, date will be there. After that we have to write one appropriate greeting, one appropriate solution, and after that the most important part will be there, that is known as the body of the letter, and finally the leave taking phrase, it will be there. So yes, a perfect letter is a combination of all these parts, and all these parts, they are having their own marks. We have to write all these parts in an appropriate manner only to score good marks in this topic, that is letter writing. Okay, so in this video we have discussed all the basic things, all the important points that are related with letter writing, how we have to maintain a perfect structure of a letter. I hope this structure is very much clear to you all the different kinds of letters we have also discussed, and in the next video we will see some of the examples. Okay, so just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.